do not be in a room alone with this man.
Yeah, 100%.
So we can all love each other. No.
All right, great. Okay,
No.
great. This is great. What about him is an intangible red flag? Is it a way he appears, way he talks, hand gestures?
Do you know what the word intangible means?
All right, I'm gonna go have a piss. Ashley, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. Bitches.
I went down on a juicy poozy, and
Uh-oh, got a fart in this chair is gonna make it reverberate. Hey, wait.
John.
Hey.
Oh no. Everybody else, hey.
Hey.
What's going on? I'm just waiting for music. I thought you were getting music. Oh, I thought you were just getting
how
music.
my penis gets born.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Here's a shed.
the ice cream cones came with a little metal packet that is just full of sugar. It's just full of sugar to be poured into the cones.
I got what has the Japanese not gotten a hold of, perfected, and then when everyone was like, "You did it," they went, "And now we'll begin." And you're like, "No, you fixed it. It was fixed. Do not break it." Like, no, we got to break this.
I still have some more questions.
Go ahead.
John Hastings is on America's Got Talent for 5 minutes, and now he's got houses in LA and London.
That's right.
Yeah.
You kept a house in London?
Yeah, I've kept a house in London.
Update, not sugar.
There's no fluid tasting enough to warrant sucking it out of him. Yeah. No, but it was did he do it when he was then in the band when they were the four Bee Gees that brief time before then his heart exploded?
Wow.
I'm not saying anything that didn't happen. That is what happened to him.
I'm a predator.
And it was going awesome. And we even started having drinks at a bar, and we each had girlfriends with us, whatever. We're having a great time until I got comfortable enough to go, hey, we share a birthday,
As someone who's been eternally single.
Go ahead. Is it your fault? Yes. No, sorry.
Stop tweeting after your dates, Ashley. Stop tweeting after your dates.
Oh, bad news, Paul. You're getting a Batman bed.
This is not bad news. I am so pleased.
Support them.
But you know what's more important than helping people's mental health?
Fuck you, John.
I'm just saying. Tom, you're a comedy fan.
Here's what happened. So I came up after she finished a couple times.
How did you
I'm not one's not enough.
What a
you go for two. That's how you start it out.
Smoother crunches.
And then Jesus boom. And so so when I emerged, I went to kiss her and she just grabbed my face and she sucked it all out of my beard.
So hurtful.
That's a literary reference. Oh no, I gotta.
Hey, you can't tie me out now. I'm the only one here. Books, pages. Right. Verb, noun, adjective. Nice.
Someone get me that.
I'm very prone to bullying.
No, you're talking about Andy Gibb.
I am talking about Andy Gibb. Pardon me.
Get your Gibbs straight if you want to come at me, bro.
Sorry.
Those nice bearded men and their Aryan friends seem like they're doing very different shows.
Marylane's got pink eye. She touched her in hole.
I tried to. It crawled away too quickly.
It's difficult with tea. Sometimes you try and tune it and you get Assam.
I'm officially declaring it. Jordan is the Governor General of the stream.
God damn it, guys. I took Ritalin today. I can only focus on one thing at a time.
What is happening right now? Two screens. I want to have two screens.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Paul and I were walking through the park, and we walked past the tennis courts. A ball had gone over the fence. Paul went down, grabbed it, threw it over, and the young woman who was playing said, "Thank you, sir."
Oh,
ouch!
Right, here's what's going to happen.
I'm gonna fucking take over this fucking festival, and you're not gonna fucking stop me. Why? All these fucking robots are all around the fucking city, right?
Yeah.
Don't knock a spit roast till you try it.
Just hang on. Can you just keep going? Make an appeal right now for us to stop this whole thing. Go ahead, Tom.
I think we should see Paul's face for this. There's going to be tears.
No, your junk in the trunk is not as prominent. Make the camera go lower now.
The Canadians are coming.
Chris, John, and Irish Ashley combine to make the ultimate team, better than any wet dream. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream. John's the CEO and Boomer. Ashley's the real leader. Chris brings the vibes and juices as our enjoyment increases. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream.
Howdy. Ha ha, muted. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, muted.
Did you unmute me at the same time that I unmuted myself?
No, I didn't touch yours. I unmuted me.
Then I muted and unmuted myself at the same time.
The classic double click.
I went for such a nice little intro there and everything, and now we'll just never know what it was.
Oh no, there was even a little shimmy to it.
There was a little shimmy to it. And
what a shame.
Because basically, I've been doing the podcast this week and last week, and I have noticed that we always start it the same way. It's just, hey! It's such
Every
an awkward
podcast
thing
needs
to do.
a sign on. Every podcast needs a what's going on. I mean, mine is always half terror because I don't know when the video's ending. So I just show up. And
You don't know when the video's ending. I just
for 10 seconds.
don't know what I'm doing, so I panic. Mine is
Okay.
just pure panic.
Okay, new opening lines. Quack, 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 obviously. Who's ready for some G? S. Hey. I like that one.
That's a fun one.
Quack, quack, right? Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
I hopped onto Mary Elaine's channel and I just said, are you ready for our raid? So she's expecting us any minute. So we can just shut this down.
Great.
Head over. She freaked out. She wasn't ready. Her game wasn't going well. She couldn't load it properly, so she was all.
Let's just do a nice short show. Let's make it 5 minutes, and then we'll make Mary Elaine.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Perfect.
We have
and
whiskey,
here we have
imagination,
whiskey, imagination, and darkness.
Darkness.
I quite like that. I really like that. I enjoyed people assigning each of us to those as well.
How is your optimistic piece coming?
It's not.
Oh no! But you have homework.
It's really not.
You got to do it.
I know.
One day there was
really
a nice
starting
day,
to do it.
and things went well for everybody. And the sun was out.
It's just not believable, though.
They saw a good dog. It was a happy dog. And
oh, I saw so many good dogs today. I would like to briefly mention that there were so many good dogs today.
Describe the dogs. Walk us through the dogs. Also, we expect
So,
pictures.
I
so next
actually-
time, get on it.
I actually saw a dog that made me cry today. I fully had tears because I was looking at this dog.
Oh my god!
Like, I have a lot to cry about in life right now, but none of those reasons were why I was crying. I was crying because I was looking at a dog. The reason this particular dog made me cry was because it looks so like my doggy.
Pow, pow,
It
pow,
looked so
Kristen.
like Elsa.
Pow, pow, pow. The podcast listeners, the teacher.
It looked
the teacher
so
in training
like
not doing their
Elsa.
homework. Quit. Quit.
Hey, I assign the homework, okay?
Quit.
I don't do
Quit.
the homework.
Quit. 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 Oh, your poor doggo.
I know, I miss my dog. Oh my god, I actually took pictures of my dog while I was on a video call to my mum, and I just remembered that I did that. I totally forgot that I took pictures of my dog.
Put it in the Discord. Put
She
it in the
looks
Discord.
so cute. I'm gonna put them in the Discord, and then I'm gonna bring them up on screen.
Everyone wants to see.
She looks so goddamn cute today. She looked so good today. Right.
I seem quiet.
If you're
Okay,
not in the Discord, by the way, get your life together.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Get your shit
Am I
together.
quiet or are you quiet?
I'm quiet, apparently.
Oh, that's his quiet.
Is that better? Is that better? Is that louder?
Am I freezing for you?
Nope.
Okay, because I'm getting a little bit of a lag and a freezing from you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly. Are you okay if I quickly leave and come back in?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm in a strange place today. I had a business day. My name is Ern. Everyone's quack. That's the beauty of it. We're all quack, quack, quack. I will. Yeah, you're right, Kirsten. She does. We'll point that out when she gets in. I had a meeting at like 9 because I've got this job with a record label where I'm organizing like a charity thing for them where I bring companies and bands and charities together and everyone wins, which if that sounds like anything your company might be interested in, holla at your boy. But then I spent the whole day doing LinkedIn stuff and looking up companies. And so now I have computer brain. So I'm at a strange spot. You better? Can't hear you. No mic.
What?
Yeah. Nope, can't hear you. Check your input. It's weird. I don't do business things. I'm learning business speak. Apparently, when you contact someone on LinkedIn, you're supposed to call it connecting, which is creepy cult language. I don't like that at all. Is anyone on LinkedIn? Does it look like Facebook on purpose? Because I feel like they could be sued. Unless they're owned by Facebook, which I assume they are. Everyone fucking is. Yeah, it's very odd. It's Tiger. It's I got like a brief view into how companies speak to themselves because today was basically. So my friend runs a record label called Paper Garden Records, and I'm doing some work for him, and they do like great stuff. Their bands are fucking awesome. But so he works like a real job, and he was walking me through it, and I kept asking him what things are like ROI, which is apparently return on investment, but he dropped it like 4 times super casually. And when I was like, what is that? He's like, fuck, I swear I used to be cool. There was a time where he wasn't Mr. Businessman, but he is now. He's successful, and I'm very happy for him, but he is, he had to get a job. Record labels don't pay like they used to. Republic of Ireland. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you. It's Republic of Ireland. Nope, no sounds. Nothing. It looks like it's just going to be a bet stream until Hastings shows up. Hastings is on his way. He's coming from a show because he's a very busy boy out in the UK. Kirsten, I am, but I never use it. I need to do it as part of my role as a trustee for a small charity. Very cool. Very, very cool. Kirsten, what's your charity? If you like, I can pitch it as one of the charities that we support in our thing. Send me a message on Discord. You're currently muted, which might be part of it, but you might have done that just so that we can't hear your tests. Stairs for sound. Yeah, we can all picture it. Okay, so here's the thing that we're going to be doing on today's show. So we realized that Ashley's housemate can hear everything she says. So what we're going to do is we're going to start creating lies for Ashley to tell, so that her housemate cannot hear you. So that her housemate, there's the tiniest bit. It's so low.
Can hear me.
A little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think my mic is dying.
Oh, I can hear that. Still quiet though. Very, very low. Admin, stream admin. This is a classic UTS episode.
Yep.
So guys, we need to think of prompts for lies for Ashley to tell so that her housemate thinks that she is like amazing or terrifying. Both are fine. Both are fine. My first thought was to jack some of Ashley's stories about her gangster family and just build from there. Because there's some wild ones. There's some wild. If Ashley, if you just talk about how your grandmother drowned in a river, we're gonna get a lot of the smallest bit.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Genuinely so quiet. Do you have any headphone mics?
I'll try the headphone mic. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hang on.
There you go.
Wait, is it coming through the headphone mic already? Is that what's wrong?
Yep, we can hear that. There it is.
So you can hear this a lot clearer now.
Way clearer. Way better. Yeah.
Okay, it shouldn't be doing that. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, that was way better. Cool, though. There is sound. We're getting there. Hello, podcast listeners. Thank you so much for listening. It's nice. We've got people that are listening every day, which is great. It's a shame that you can't make it to the live show, but we love that you're catching up later. Cannot hear you, but you're muted on StreamYard right now. Oh, sound. We can hear sound.
You can hear me now, can't you?
Yeah, there it is. There it is. What happened?
Okay, let me just.
That's way better.
It was, for some reason, it was. This is the mic it usually comes through, but for some reason it defaulted to these headphone mics, which I've been using for loads of streams now, and it's never done that before.
And with the good mic. Hammy is all about the quality now.
Oh, my quality mic is so cheap and it works so well. Like, people compliment me on this mic all the time, and I'm just like, it was so cheap. Anybody looking for a decent mic? ADX, I can't bring it up close to the screen, it'll get unplugged. ADX Firecast.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm
okay,
I'm
but
in
I
the
do
market
actually
for
need these other earphones.
I'm in the market for a new one. I need because like my setup's fine, but I think I need something a little more for it, because it's not quite right. I listen back and it's like, I'm clear, you can make me out, but I could have warmer tones, you know? I could be massaging eardrums a little better.
Always have warmer tones.
Could always have warmer tones. UTS. You could always have warmer tones, and violence is sometimes an option. A lot of good mics are cheap. You don't.
I have
need
no
much.
idea what you just said because I was changing my headphones.
It was the
last
only
thing
compliment you're going to get from me this whole hour. That was it. I said one nice thing, and you'll never know what it was.
No.
You'll never
I mean, I will
know.
listen back on the podcast.
All right, then I should tell you that's not what I said. I just said violence is sometimes an option. A lot of good mics are cheap. Oh, that's good to know. So yeah,
Okay.
so
The microphone is sorted. We're good.
nice. So you went up for a nice walk. You saw some doggos. I spent the day
Saw some
answering.
dogs. Oh, that's what I was
trying
doing
to find
before I
companies
had
and
to
all this
leave.
shit.
I was bringing up my dog pictures.
Yes, please.
So.
Oh, what's this then?
I don't think I can make this bigger. Hang on, I should probably just download it, actually.
I don't know if you guys are. If you do a view original, it should get nice and huge. I don't know if you guys saw all these posts in the chat. It was in the general chat, and it's an excerpt from Will Smith's autobiography.
Yeah.
This book sounds fucking wild.
It sounds really, really like so much personal information for somebody of his level of fame. It's quite impressive. And I actually really want to read it now.
Is the sound messed up for everybody? Now I sound choppy. This is bullshit.
Oh,
Maybe
what is
StreamYard's
going
fucking with us.
on? Maybe it is StreamYard fucking with us, because I definitely didn't mute and unmute myself those times.
Weird.
I wonder if StreamYard has an update due.
Am I back? Am I good? Okay.
You are for me, but
Okay, yeah, it says it was a bit crushy, but I'm better now. Didn't Will Smith share bodyguard with someone weird? Am I still out of sync?
Not for me.
Because I can go and come back. It was happening for Bets yesterday as well. It's fine now. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like refreshed and it's okay. Oh, okay, good. Thank you very much, chat. Thanks for bearing with us while we figure all this shit out. I don't know what
sometimes
that could have been.
it just happens.
Yes.
Just happens.
Yeah,
It does
StreamYard must be-
interrupt the stream, but we got to do what we got to do.
Goddamn right.
Okay. Dog pictures.
Yes.
Look at her little face. I know that's really blurry, but
Aw.
look how cute she is. Mom and Dad have the Christmas lights up.
Damn right.
Okay, that one's blurry, but look.
Aw. Is she a happy dog? Is she a jump around when you show up dog?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really is. She dances and she kind of jumps on each of her feet and they tip tap off the ground when she does it, and it's the cutest sound in the world. Look at
The
her
tip taps are the best.
the little tip taps. I miss her so much.
Aw.
Anyway, that's my dog. It wasn't actually her that this dog I saw today looked like. It was my other dog, Elsa, but I fully just sat and stared at this dog in a cafe and I just started welling up.
Yep.
It was so cute.
Aw. I don't have any pets, but I had that with a Dan Harmon documentary because the D&D guy that he took under his wing is my brother. And I remember watching it, and this dude who's super just sort of nice and quiet and loves what he loves. Found a community that just embraced him, and I was like, I want that for my brother so bad. It was very nice.
That's so nice. Aw.
Yeah. My brother's the greatest. We should get him on. Oh, Jordan's coming on Sunday.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah, while you guys are doing your live business.
I'm so excited. I'm just living for that show.
That's going to be so good. I'm so jealous.
Oh, by the way, I've been plugging shows at Monkey Barrel all weekend ahead of that. I was wrong. There was a mix-up on dates. I had one thing, the club had another thing, and then their socials had another thing altogether. So
that's exciting. What an
yeah.
industry. What an industry,
What an
huh?
industry. A little bit of an admin failure, but basically I'm doing the Friday night gig at 7:00 this weekend.
Yeah.
And then next weekend I'm doing one of the Saturday shows and one of the Sunday shows.
Perfect.
So I'm doing 5:00 on Friday night, Sunday John's show.
Yeah.
Then Saturday and Sunday next weekend.
Hell
For
yeah.
anybody who's in and around Edinburgh and wants to come and see me.
Fuck yeah, go see Ashley. Go see good comedy. That's the beauty of it. That's why we're back. Oh. Live for the flatmate. Queen of England arrested, charges pending.
Have you seen people thinking that the Queen's already died and they just haven't told us yet? Because she's entered a new phase. They've reported that she has entered a new phase, and I'm like, she's dead.
Have they clarified any of this entered a new phase business? Because I saw that, but I haven't
No
looked
idea.
into it.
I have absolutely no idea.
I love it. Entered a new phase of her reign.
I predicted 3 things at the beginning of 2020. One of them was that the Queen would die. I was wrong. But Prince Philip did die. So
not far off.
Not far off. I predicted that there would be a big natural disaster. And that has happened. I forget which one exactly happened to prove me right, but there has been a couple. So
yeah, it's pretty nonstop.
And then I predicted something else, and I don't actually remember what it was. Don't remember what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, couple years.
I was pretty on the mark.
Nice work. Yeah, the Queen. I mean, she's got to go soon, right? This new phase has got to be her prepping.
Winding down.
I almost said grooming. Prepping. Used to just mean
family
training
business,
someone. Used to be training someone, but now it's still a form of training, I guess. It's got to be her figuring out how Fox Comedy
coming in strong, coming in
God
hot to
damn.
the
All
chat. Fox
caps,
Comedy.
compliments.
This is the energy that I like.
George, you want to come on and just give us compliments live?
George, I can link you.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
all
got,
turned on now.
You know what I bet she's doing? You know what I bet she's doing? She's talking Prince Charles out of taking the king job. That's her new phase.
Yeah.
Is 24/7
You're
being
too
like,
old
give
for it
to
already.
Will.
You won't be able to handle it.
Everyone
Give it to the
hates
younger
you.
generation.
Everyone hates you. If you want our family to keep being royals, you fucking step aside, bud.
I know, right? Yeah, that feels appropriate. In fact, I think she's kind of been doing that since he was a child.
What is it that people hate about him so much? Because I mean, there's the Diana stuff, obviously, but that feels like that doesn't feel super out of line for like a rich dude.
Yeah. They kind of hated him before that, though.
Yeah, what is it about him? Because I never totally understood it. Because to me, he just seems like another posh fucking weirdo. And he's sort of like he's been pro climate change or like anti climate change, I guess he'd say. But
I think it's that he
literally was born to rule, boomstickery. Literally,
no, he wasn't. So remember, she already had him when her father took the throne. So she already had her son. And she was not supposed to be next in line for the throne, except that the other king abdicated and her father, King George, took the throne.
Okay.
So he was brought up kind of normal, and then his mother was basically stolen from him because she ended up being next in line.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's like, yeah, he wasn't really meant to be in the position he's in, and maybe he's a bit resentful of that his whole life.
How old was he when that happened?
He must have been very young, but it's one of those undercurrents that's probably going to really affect your life.
Yes, but like if you're young and when your only memories are, because he couldn't have been making memories. That was so long ago.
I think he was old enough to remember.
Oh shit! All right, maybe. But what is? I mean,
I'm basing this on watching The Crown. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, and they've openly been like, we fudged a lot. We didn't.
In terms of like the years and stuff, the ages and everything, they couldn't really have fudged that.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was really young when the king died. The queen's father became king when she was a little girl. Oh, I'm a little bit mixed up then. The king died very young, I guess. She was supposed to, because she was about to go on a tour when the king died. And so he'd have been -12 when Edward abdicated. Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah, that makes it. Yeah, because it would have been fucking wild if it was so long ago.
It is the queen who was a child.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. That makes a lot more sense. George, I'm gonna need you to give us a link to the sausage fingers, because I looked up Prince Charles sausage fingers and there's too many things, and I feel like you have a very specific picture in mind. So Charles, George, if you put that in the chat, I'll take a look.
King George.
Yeah, so like he grew up his whole life, and it was still the empire when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have been like, not only am I going to be king, I'm basically an emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would grow up entitled when you literally have a whole palace and a country and your mom's on the money. Like, that's a tough one to duck.
I think what it is, his mom's always going to have been difficult to live up to because of the role that she took on when she wasn't supposed to as well.
And so beloved.
So beloved. But also he's grown up in a time where his every faction of his identity has become looked towards as being problematic with the world.
Yeah, I could see that. But he's also been he's been on the right side of a weird amount of stuff as well. Specifically environmental stuff. And people hate him even more for that.
Yeah.
These sausage, George, you're not fucking around. These fingers are wild. This guy's gonna lose his
Oh my
hands.
god!
Are you kidding
But
me?
that is a health condition for sure.
Yeah, that's bad. Is that gout? Is that hand gout?
That must be gout.
That is.
Oh,
Imagine
look like,
being
you
the
know, when you-
servant he slaps with that hand. Shit. You're out cold. Yeah, that ring is never
And-
coming off, George. Never. You're gonna have
They
to
look
cut that shit
like
off.
they look like when you get a glove, like a plastic latex glove, and you blow it up.
Water or something. Yeah. So we have some answers here. People were saying it's called clubbing. Clubbing, which apparently means you're going to have a heart attack, which checks out. He's old as time.
Oh dear.
And his diet can't be great. It should be because he has access to everything in the whole world, but he's still a British person. Like,
Oh, we've got a raid. Ruffle Bricks, thank you so
Ruffle
much for the
Bricks
raid.
and Lane, thank you so much.
Welcome into the Troggies, everyone. Have a raid video.
Like being dry, it's a raid. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Ian, how you doing, buddy? Hope you had a great stream. Welcome, Ruffles. I assume his followers are called Ruffles. Excuse me. Or layers. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a bricks thing.
If they're not, you're missing a trick.
Damn, we're looking at Prince Charles's
welcome into the
big
Troggies.
fat fingers. Nice. Happy to help.
I feel like he must have a lot of stress in his life as well, really. I know he's a very privileged white dude who's grown up with a lot of money and everything, but a nation hates him. That must be rough.
His nation, his fucking people that he was born to say, like, you have to lead them, but you have to serve them, and it's a whole fucking thing. And and they hate him so much. Look at he's British.
Our
He's British Bono.
followers called the Untights. No. Our followers are called the Troggies.
They're the Troggies because we made up a slur, and then that became
British Bono.
followers. I just realized that our followers are named after a slur that we created, and I love that they just jumped on board. I think that's wonderful.
They just jumped right on board with that.
It's great stuff.
Did you and I create that without John as well? I kind of like that.
Yeah. That was an us stream. Yeah. That was a wild time. Join the Discord. Welcome. Give us a follow. Join in. We love you.
Is it still set up that you have to join on the server on the desktop?
No idea. I don't know what any of that means.
No, me neither. But we might need to just change the message on that.
All he has to do is stop pretending royalty isn't stupid and embarrassing to us as species. Here's the thing, though: they can never acknowledge how stupid it is, because then they have to be like, "Well, bye."
It's so stupid.
Thanks. See ya.
Yeah.
They have to be like, "Nope, very important."
I guess that's
tradition.
That is the thing, though, is that in his time, it has become that. Like when his mother took to the throne, that was a big deal, and people loved her and everything. But you know, he has seen it become obsolete. He has seen that position become something that, to be honest, he probably never wanted in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But now he definitely doesn't.
No, but I think he wants it. I mean, so Boomsticker said Harry did it. Yeah, where's Harry now? He's on a Netflix show that will never be done. You know?
Yeah.
He's not a royal anymore. He's just a dude. I mean, he's not just a dude. He's still fucking a former prince and war hero.
Troggy does mean, yeah, maybe. Troggy does mean troglodyte.
It was associated, but it was like
Sort of.
It was its own thing.
It is. It is the like where it came from, but we have totally changed the meaning.
Yeah, it feels like the kind of thing you can only call someone you know. Like, you fucking Troggy, and it's like, we're not that close yet. We're not.
Yeah, you really gotta know them.
Yeah, loads have abdicated, but he won't. He's in his 70s. Imagine that. And he didn't have to. He got divorced and shit. And then his wife converted. She's Protestant now. And like he wants it. He wants to be king. That's his whole. He's going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's like wanted it. I don't know. Why? How have we ended up talking so in depthly about the royals?
All right. What's going on? Oh, we were talking about her new phase. We were trying to figure out what it was.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
that's it.
I still don't. Do we have any? I feel like there's no way we attract royalists as viewers. But if there are any like royalists in, let us know what's going on with this old lady. Imagine if she's been dead for a week.
I reckon she will die before they tell us. Well, chronologically that has to happen, but
yeah, I knew what you meant. How? But like, can they? It's not like Osama, where like
is the new phase that she's being kept alive? Is she like
totally
on
possible?
Machines now?
Yeah, like a ventilator or there's just a guy hanging over her with those electrocute your heart things at all times. Just
It's either
following
that
her
or
like a
she's
defibrillator.
just gone, you know what? I know I said I was going to keep doing this job until I retired, but I'm a bit tired.
Yeah. Your queen is
she
sleepy.
very well could. Yeah. That poor woman hasn't had a break.
Hasn't she? Or has she had basically nothing but a break besides shaking some hands and addressing the country at Christmas?
I guess, but like, think about the fact that she cannot talk to her family in a relaxed and casual way. She is always the queen. Like there is a protocol when her family come and hang out with her. You know?
Yeah, but there's like, I feel like that's who she is now. Like, I don't think at any point she was going to be the grandmother or mother who's like, let me tell you the story about the time I scissored with a lady during the war. That was my grandma. That was what my grandma told me. But she was never going to be that fun one. She was never going to start sing-alongs and tell awful stories. She's a fancy lady.
She's being rebuilt by the same Nazi scientists that kept Ashley alive. I know that there's a lot of people that will say, "Oh yeah, the poor rich people." But I would not like to be born into a royal family.
I would, but I would leave. I'd love to be born into it.
Prince Harry.
And then duck out. That'd be sick. That'd be such a good life. I told you about the party that I bartended at like the end of year party at the Royal Agriculture University, which is like it was this big, like a huge sort of event tent, and it's all these like 22-year-olds and they are fucked up. And I remember I go in there and I'm talking to the guy that runs it, and I was like, what's the deal with the school? And he went, basically all the really, really rich people sending Chaz, what's going on? Don't go in the cove. Don't do it.
Chaz.
Don't go in the cove. But yeah, so it's like he was like basically all the rich people have a lot of kids, and they send their dumbest ones here. All the ones that won't make it in business and can't run anything and can't really be trusted. They go to the agricultural land and they just take over the estates. They run the gardeners and shit, the topiary and things like that. And so these are the dumbest, richest kids in England. And they all get super fucked. And what used to happen is Prince Harry would just show up at all the parties. Every year, Prince Harry came for years. He would just show up at the party. Yeah.
Wait, have you met Prince Harry then?
No, he didn't come that year. I was really hoping you would. I was really hoping you would, but he didn't show.
Disappointing.
But also having spoken to these kids, they are fucking stupid.
Chaz. Stop it.
Jeez, 2 compliments in one stream.
2.
Oh my goodness.
We had 2 people coming in here so hot. Whew.
Yeah, Kimmers, it's the modern clergy option. It's 100% that. Where can we tuck these
Yeah.
fucking idiots away? Kirsten, I need stories. I need to know if they're as dumb as they seemed. To be fair, they were kids and they were hammered. So, like, no one's at
Yeah.
their best. But they did seem especially dumb. I've worked at a lot of
This-
nightclubs.
I mean, this concept is
Aw,
not new.
Yes, Meatballs.
Oh,
Thank you
yes,
so much for
Meatballs,
the
thank you so much for the
sub. We
sub.
love you. Thank you so much.
It's not a new concept. So, as people might be aware, I studied ancient Celtic literature, and Ruffled Bricks, thank you so much for the sub as well.
Oh,
Thank you.
Chaz.
We
Chaz is
love you
gifting
so
them.
much.
Chaz, thank
Oh,
you so
Chaz
much
is
for
gifting
gifting.
them. Chaz.
Jazz, you're absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for the
Stop
subs.
it.
You beautiful guy.
But yeah, so in the stories of the Fianna were basically this tribe of men that were young men before they were kind of brought back into society, were sent out of society. It was literally like, we don't trust you to behave yourselves,
Mhm.
so you're going to go join the Fianna for a few years, get rid of your urges, and then come back to society and behave.
Oh,
Like, that was
wow.
literally what the Fianna warriors were.
Fuck yourself normal.
Yeah.
Damn.
We were just like, young men can't be trusted. Too many hormones. Get out there into the wilderness, fight in some battles, and come back when you've copped on a bit.
Wow. And you know they weren't at the front line. They just duck in when there was like 10 left. They were their own regiment. And it was like, battle's over. They're running. You want to shoot someone in the back? All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, that's the Fianna.
That's
there's just always been this concept that young men can't control their hormones. Oh dear.
Yeah. I mean,
boys
yeah.
will be boys. Not much we
Boys
can do
will be
about it.
boys. Put them to
Not
war.
much we just put them out. Just send them off out there now to get rid of some of their energy, and they'll come back in knackered. And we can do what we like with them.
Apparently, one of my uncles, because I have two uncles who are ex special forces, and one of them went in like a wild kid, like like one of those, like, oh, this
Go and get yourself harrowed now.
this young man is up to no good. And so so I can't remember if he decided or if he was sent or if it was a combination of the two, but he was put in
this was before they'd invented power showers.
He went in and he came out like, now he's probably the most responsible person I know. He's a great dad. He's a good leader. He's a hard worker. And he fully credits the army for that, where they literally just sort of crushed the young man in him and made him an actual man.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's got to be another way. Like,
I think that's why people take up sports now.
Sports is good for that. Sports honestly helped me a lot with that. A lot of teamwork, a lot of working towards a collective goal, practice. These are good things.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that you read a lot of those old Irish texts, and a lot of what the Fianna did was they would play sports as well. They used to play basically an ancient form of hurling. Do these really physical games, and then they would also do this mental game called Fidgel. I'm never sure how to pronounce it.
Right.
It was basically like a lost form of chess. And it's mentioned across loads of Irish literature, but we've no idea what it was, but it's believed to have been like chess, basically. War strategy game.
Those are good as well. I don't like that everyone I mean, I understand that it was often pushed like that, but chess wasn't just, it's not just for war. That's just the thing that dudes thought about. It's just about being able to think ahead.
Yeah.
It's about being able to create a strategy and then adjust it according to real-time changes.
But I do think that that's where it came from, was like battle strategy.
Yeah, for sure. That's like businessmen who read The Art of War, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I've read The Art of War. It's a phenomenal text, and I genuinely think everyone should read it. But not for business. just for
Yeah, I like chess. I want to be better at chess. I think 3 people from my school joined the forces when they left. I'd say 2 of them are definitely better men as a result. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
I mean, some people just need discipline. You know, some people just need to be told what to do by someone they're afraid of, and that sorts a lot of kids out. Chaz, we both know that I won that game. I am the winner. There's no takebacks. Also, I saw you post that thing about Vault. I won't be there because I am I'm in Canada. Also, Vault Festival never books me. Never books me. I'm not sure why. I don't know who I wronged.
I don't.
But
I
they
don't
don't.
think
They
I
want.
know Vault Festival.
It's a very cool festival. They do a bunch of great shows, but they are not buying what I'm selling.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very
Is
cool.
it comedy or is it a general festival?
Yeah, it's like a comedy festival. It's in London. It's really good. If you're in London, check out the
hang
Vault
on.
Festival because the shows are
I
great.
do know
They put on a
this.
bunch of good stuff.
I do know this festival.
Yeah, they do great stuff. So if there's 2 things
Oh, I wonder
that
if
you take
they're
from the stream,
hiring.
it's one probably. One is that I beat Chaz at Civ 6, unquestioned, and 2, the Queen is probably dead. Those are the lessons. Don't forget to put your stream summaries in the Discord, everybody. They're used for the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I was already following it on Twitter.
Yeah, they do great stuff. They do great stuff. I really want to be a part of it, but I'll get them. I'll fucking get them. Thank you, Tiger. Do that. We do use the stream summaries, so use those. We love having them because we don't remember shit.
They're really, really helpful. Yeah, we're bad at remembering things.
I will do that. Thank you, Ian. Everyone, by the way, if you're not following Ruffle Bricks, follow Ruffle Bricks. Ian's super funny and he's a great streamer. I'm a big fan. I've known Ian for 10 years now, and that just occurred to me, and that's fucking wild. Yeah, very original comedian, very fun, silly, heady stuff.
Yeah.
Recommended. Sometimes Twitches was
That's very cool. Hey, sometimes Twitches. How was your day?
Yeah, fine. Very productive.
Good.
Yeah, just had a meeting at like 9. I told the stream when you were having mic issues, where I got the briefing on one of the jobs that I'm doing, and which is connecting like companies and bands and a charity together and packaging that to send it out. So I got the briefing on how to use LinkedIn and contact people, and all the sneaky little tools that we use to find out more than they put on their LinkedIn profile. It's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out there's backdoors to most of the internet, and they're very widely used. It's not just the dark web. What a hellish place.
Yeah, the world is shit.
Yeah, it was just productive. I spent 40 minutes trying to remember. This is how long it had been since I did live stand-up. So I used to update. I was very good about updating my live dates on my website. And then obviously it was there was nothing to update for a long time. And I completely forgot what website I used to do all that stuff. So I spent 40 minutes searching 3 email accounts, trying to remember where the fuck I put my shows so that they can automatically update on my website. Found it.
That is so funny.
It's there now if you want to know. If you want to know where my
ChrisBetts.com.
I am. The ChrisBetts.com. ChrisBetts.com is taken
ChrisBetts.com.
by some fucking jazz asshole. Does he still have it?
He probably does.
Let's see, ChrisBetts.com. Is it not there? Ooh, he might not have it anymore. That would be fucking great.
I mean, you'd want to snap that up.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Oh, interesting. This site cannot provide a secure connection. Chris the Jazz Man, what have you been doing? Yeah, no. So I was just doing that. So I honestly did that, and then while we were watching the intro video, I put on. Did you hear Kid Rock put out new music?
No.
Yeah, he put out a new song. He's telling all the cucks where to stick it. It's
Like really, or
awful. Yeah. He's talking about snowflakes and people in the video are wearing MAGA hats, and it's a
come
whole
on.
thing. And
That's bad.
it's very Chaz. You want to come on?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get you on.
Yeah, Chaz, if
Didn't
you want
want
to
to
come on, we'll
assume
send you
that
the
you
link.
might
bud.
want to.
I think you said you're on a bus, but we'd love to have you. We've had people on buses on before. He's
John
not paid for an
regularly comes
SSL.
on from a bus.
I don't know what that
Or a
means, but that's good to know.
train.
Yeah, Kid Rock has always sucked. If you listen to my podcast, the Big Shiny Podcast, you will hear me talk shit about Kid Rock for hours.
Okay, I am
Yeah. You got
sending
that link,
Chaz a
Ashley?
link.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Get ready for Chaz, everybody. Come on from
He's coming
the
on
bus.
from the bus.
Nice. Yeah, it's
Fan favorite Chaz Redhead, folks.
It's garbage. If you don't know about Kid Rock has pitched himself for 20 years as this like redneck Detroit, wrong side of the tracks, like a rock and roll Eminem kind of guy.
Okay.
And he's
I
actually
don't really know who he is, to be honest.
he had a song called Ba with the Ba. Not
That's
words.
why I don't know who he is.
Yeah. He was
Not
he was
my vibe.
among the worst of the new metal generation. Excuse me, but he's from a rich family. They owned a bunch of land, not from Detroit. The whole thing's an act. Started out as a straight, like just down the line rapper. No one liked that, so he pretended to be a redneck, and that caught on. Used to have a little person in his posse who was like his Flava Flav. Had a black lady drummer. It was like weirdly progressive for like a shitty dude. But you'll notice that all those people are no longer present in his band. It's a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very much a Proud Boy rally
He's
now.
got more and more right wing.
It's fucking wild. He ran for governor. Kid Rock sucks, man. He's a bad dude. A bunch of people got COVID
dear.
because he refused to close his bar during lockdown.
Right. Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's fan favorite Redhead, everyone.
Fan favorite Chaz Redhead. What's
Hello,
up, buddy?
everybody.
Strong
Hello,
mask.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm currently on a bus.
Which bus? ABD,
From
buddy.
your quiz.
I'm on the 156 bus.
The 116.
Guys, you know what to do.
All right, track him, folks.
Go
We don't know
find
which
him.
direction, but we can guess.
Heading back from the quiz I run every Tuesday evening.
Oh, where's
I'm
that?
heading back
Where can
home.
people see your quiz?
So on Tuesdays I do a quiz at the King's Arms in Wandsworth,
Nice.
and on Sundays I do a quiz at the Plough in Clapham.
There you go, guys.
Ooh.
Get on down.
Get to
Triangulate
triangulating, everybody.
now.
We're gonna find Chaz. We're gonna figure out where he is.
You don't have to triangulate me. You can literally Google my address because I have a business.
Oh, yeah,
So my flat is on Google My Business.
Oh no, Chaz, don't tell the internet that.
Oh, sometimes Twitches is in Wandsworth. You're gonna get
You know,
Chaz. You got
know what they
got
did
a
when
new
Will
quizzer.
Duggan gave out his phone number.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Chaz,
but I'm not going to give out my phone number. Like my email address is
No, but you just give out your address.
So, Troggies, here's what I need you to do. I need you to find Chaz's address, and I need you to send him postcards.
I would love postcards. I don't get mail that much.
Yeah, send
know,
him
mail is
postcards.
so
And listen, I'm not going to
Text
lie.
mail.
I had a vaguely pleasant day because I wasn't doing that much. And then for some reason at about 5 p.m., I had a massive hit to my mental health. I had a big old downswing. So any
Oh,
positive
no.
postcards are greatly appreciated.
Okay, go find Chaz's address and send him postcards. And make them glittery if you can. I don't know.
No. Are you asking for glitter bombs?
No glitter bombs. Do not glitter bomb a fan favorite Chaz Redhead.
I shall remind you from about 3 weeks ago that I have 2 Hoovers.
He's the perfect person to glitter bomb then.
Oh no! All right,
Okay.
glitter bomb away, everybody. That's
All right,
he's
there we
basically
go.
requesting it.
I'm definitely
He's
going to
still
order a
asking for
pizza
it.
from my local pizza place.
Oh, Chaz, I'm sorry to hear that. If it helps,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize for it. Like, there's been some really good stuff that's come from it, but it's just been like I can't even say that it's been something that's resulted out of external stimuli. There's a lot of good stuff that's happened today. The Vault Festival program launched. I'm doing 2 shows there, which is nice.
Oh, great.
And I'm having a back and forth about a Radio 4 show that I'm writing on.
Hey, all right.
Really fucking cool. But it's been an interesting time, just in terms of up and down. Like I had an assessment today, and it turns out they're going to increase my ADHD medication, which I think is a good thing.
Yep.
That's a good thing, yeah.
And other than that, yeah, just kind of like, it's been a weird one because I was really into streaming for about 18 months, and then I've been off for about half the time now.
Yeah. Well, the chat is sending you a lot of love.
So much love.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been strange since the moment I stopped streaming. I came out twice.
Yeah.
I came out as queer and I came out as demigendered. So
nice one.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot happening.
Yeah, so that's been a whole thing. And especially because like on Twitter today, somebody put me on a list of enormous people of just like, here are some queer comedians I like.
That's so cool.
That's great. Nice.
Yeah, so that really landed with me. It's the first time I've been on a list like that since I came out. I still feel like a tourist in some ways.
Well, sometimes Twitches has just discovered she can get a bus to yours in 20 minutes.
You can get a bus to mine in 20 minutes. Come around and play some board games.
Expect a visit.
Me
I
and
haven't
my
met
partner
sometimes
have
Twitches.
so many fucking board games, and we never get enough people around to play them. It's the same way
I know,
that, like,
it's such a dilemma, isn't it?
so I've been on TikTok recently, and there are so many like young people on TikTok talking about PowerPoint parties, and I've never had a PowerPoint party myself, and I'm just like, okay, now's the time. Like, who wants to come to a PowerPoint party?
What the fuck is a PowerPoint party?
I have no idea what a PowerPoint party is.
So
To
it's
explain to us a
party where you
PowerPoint
have a
party,
PowerPoint
ladies and gentlemen,
presentation on a
welcome John
topic of your
Hastings.
own choice.
Hey.
Oh no, John's there.
What? What's going on?
Chaz is on a
Chaz
bus
is
and
on
he's
a bus.
explaining PowerPoint parties.
I'm just getting off the bus and explaining PowerPoint parties.
I want you all to know that in my headphones, it sounds like Chaz has like been kidnapped by some sort of weird Eastern European gang. Because I came in and only heard like, and I'm like, why did he Skype into a stream?
Hello.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that
I'm off the
smile.
bus now, and I have to go to my crossing and then go to my local pizza place because I'm hungry as shit.
Ooh, what's your pizza toppings?
Oh, I am a basic bitch. I just want a pepperoni and that's it.
It's good. It's good. No one can shit on you for that. It's a tasty bitch.
Okay, before you tell us what a PowerPoint party is, John, what do you think a PowerPoint party is?
Okay, hang on. Here's my guess. It's a party where you all make individual PowerPoint presentations on who's the best friend at the party.
Is
That
it
feels
about
like
you,
war.
or do you make the presentation about other people at the party making a case for them? Or do you
Making a case
self-nominate?
for them. You
No, it
cannot
is-
self-nominate at a PowerPoint party, Chris. Everyone knows that.
I was going to say, it seems like an easy way to lose, is to call yourself
Exactly.
the best friend.
Yeah, there'll be such a
John is
level of
actually fairly close. It
How
is,
am I fairly close? That's that's never a good sentence.
So it is a party where every party attendee does have a separate PowerPoint presentation.
No.
But it is on a topic of their choosing.
As in like a communal topic, or each person picks a
No.
different topic?
Each individual person has a topic of their choosing. So it could be something like famous serial killers that I would like to fuck. Or
none.
No.
What is the appeal of this party?
Yeah.
Or
it makes you really look forward to a party that's just drinking.
Well, drinking is highly encouraged, but you have to keep in mind that I have very specific tastes, considering that I ran a Twitch stream for 18 months, which was just people who were way too talented to be spending their time doing it, reading through the Phoenix Wright trilogy.
The what trilogy?
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney was a Nintendo DS game that was a legal drama. That,
Oh my days.
that was also
This
kind of a
PowerPoint is
soap
about
opera.
which UTS streamer has the largest anal cavity.
Okay, well, quick question. Sometimes,
Okay, the correct answer is Chris.
Length or width? Yeah. Because weirdly, length, no one beats Hastings. Width, no one beats Betts. And in terms of general upkeep, no one actually beats Ashley.
We are in a pizza shop right now. This is not a drill, folks.
We all
We are
know.
in a pizza shop.
We all know.
Yeah, John, your volume's a little low.
love.
You've got an adjustment there,
buddy. I'm using.
I
a
like
new
that he
age
hasn't muted
Twitch.
himself for his order.
Yeah. Does that mean they?
I'm going to mute him now.
Here's my question: if we shout really loud, will they be able to hear us? Come! I want you to put "come" on my pizza.
Jizz on that roan.
Yeah, I'll tell you what country I don't care for: Turkey. I'm just making a guess. If he's in London, that's going to offend someone at that pizza shop.
It's a pretty safe guess.
Yeah.
Or if you want to win people back, Cyprus belongs to Turkey.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, unless you're, of course, specifically dealing with a landlord Chris and I dearly love, and then Cyprus is free.
Yeah, free Cyprus. Fuck Greece and Turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Was that quick?
Yeah, because I live around the corner from it, so I don't have to order for delivery. I just need to order the pizza, and then I drop off my shit, and then I walk back.
Oh, that's a system. I like that very much.
That's a system.
So you don't have to wait around and be uncomfortable while they cook it, but you also don't get home, get comfortable, and then they ring the bell, and you go, "Fuck, I got to move again."
Exactly. Like I know that I have to drop my shit off, and then I chill out for a little bit, and then I go and get it.
That's a situation where I used to love smoking, because right there, perfect situation.
So perfect smoking. You don't have to tell me, John. Like I used to be on 35 a day. Like perfect smoking opportunity.
35.
That's so many.
35 lucky reds a day.
Damn, that's a lot of smoke, buddy.
I miss. Does anyone else
How
remember?
did you
when Britain-
afford that?
You just sort of don't.
It was super straightforward in the early 2010s. It was a very simple strategy. I didn't eat.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Young man, coffee, cigarettes.
Young man, there's no need to feel down.
You got your lucky reds.
Can we circle back to the PowerPoint parties?
Yeah, of course.
Because I have been making PowerPoints for the past 4 weeks, and I have hated every second of it.
Yeah,
so I just don't see the appeal of this at all.
Well, I guess the appeal is that you make a PowerPoint about something that you're passionate about.
Do you put learning intentions and success criteria on a slide?
Be able to talk about.
That would be the worst party in the world. My subject is to success criteria. That would result in a bottling at a private home, and those do not happen outside of certain trailer parks. I would full on. If you got up at a PowerPoint party and said,
I've had a bottle thrown at me at a party.
No. Thrown at.
What is your life?
Exactly.
I'm walking up the stairs to not lose signal, by the way. Usually I would take the lift.
Chris,
what a gentleman.
Don't think I don't want that story, but I want you to know. Thrown at? Yes. I'm talking, no one gets fully glassed at a house party.
Yeah, like that is very rare. Like I had a full wine bottle thrown at me once, but that was when I was playing drums in a punk band and we played by accident. It's literally the plot of Green Room. We played by accident a neo-Nazi venue.
No.
Yeah.
And they weren't fans?
In Wolverhampton.
Oh,
you can tell Hastings avoids parties with English people. Boom, stickery, you know me so well. Ashley, why did someone throw a bottle at you? And also answer Chris's next question. What is your life?
Yeah.
I'd be very curious about an answer to this myself.
Yeah. So the reason somebody threw a bottle at me was because somebody else told them that I had drank the contents of that bottle, which I had not.
So
Yes, John.
they were mad that you drank their booze.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that that's okay, but
John, did you have a question?
there's a drunk reasoning there.
My question is this. Was the person who made up that you drank the booze the person that drank the booze? Also, if
Yes.
Jazz can make more rustling noises, that would be awesome. And I am aware,
I would
by the
love
way,
to make.
the hypocrisy of me criticizing someone making rustling noises is not lost on anyone, but I want it maintained that I have to at that point. Okay.
I want to acknowledge Tigers how much we've hurt our crowd.
I'm on
The
stream at the moment.
nonchalance. Oh yeah, you told that story before.
That's
Yeah,
madness.
The one where you got a bottle thrown at you.
I'm going to say this
Yeah.
actually, and I don't want to be rude, and this is not based in who you are. It's just based on how your life seems to go. I feel like you have more than one bottle thrown at me story.
That's the most that's a very specific one where also the person who threw a bottle at me knew that I had been with her boyfriend before she had. And
Wait, so that was I
used
remember that
as-
one.
Yeah, so it's the same story. I did tell it before. But yeah, so there was a lot of anger in that throw. But she apologized to me years later. She was like, "You're Ashley, aren't you?" And I was just like, "Yeah."
Wait a
you're-
minute. Wait
I won't-
a fucking
You know what?
second.
Shona was her name.
Hang the fuck on. She pretended to not know who you are.
We didn't know
That-
each other at all. We didn't know
Ashley.
each other, but she knew that she knew my name and she knew that I had been with her boyfriend before he was her boyfriend. And
She also knew she threw a bottle at you. She remembered you as the person
Yeah.
she threw a bottle at.
yeah,
like,
and
there's no
but
way
she
she
was
walked
just
up
like,
and-
"Hey, you're Ashley. I've been meaning to apologize for years about throwing that bottle at you," and then bought me a shot of tequila.
All right, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Was
She
this
didn't
in
have to
Ireland?
apologize all those years later. Yes, it was in Ireland.
This is Irish people, much like Americans do this. Canadians sort of do it. Of this, like fuck you. Really sorry about that. Fuck you. Actually, Canadians do a version of that, which we vaguely apologize, but it's all like it's a blame type apology. Like, for example, it's not this, but it's like, Ashley, I'm really sorry that you made me feel like I should throw that
Throw a
bottle,
bottle
at
at you.
you. And then
it was
when
cruel of me to be teased by you to the point where I threw that. That was
Yeah.
I shouldn't have cracked.
And then, but what then comes after that is when I don't feel your apology is sincere enough, I then am angry at you for not giving a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very weird system.
Yeah.
How did you guys get on PowerPoint?
Did it connect? Sorry, before we move on, did it hit you?
It did.
Damn,
but only on
where?
the leg.
Only in the leg. You're fine. You're fine.
Not in the face. Yeah, not in the
But it was a
face.
leader.
You're fine.
Also, this is a quick admin question for the Troggies. Is anyone up for, in January, a full day watch along of MacGruber? I won't save it, and I can do it on
It's
my
an
old
underrated
Twitch
film.
channel. It's the greatest film of all time. It comes out on Peacock in January. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know.
That is ironic that you think that anyone in the UK has access to Peacock.
I have access to Peacock and can.
Yeah,
Just
no
share
one
my
else has
screen.
access to Peacock. If you want your stream fucking copyright strike like that, then yeah, go for it.
Oh, just don't save it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna save it.
Oh, you don't save the VODs? Oh, yeah, then you're fine.
Yeah, not for that one.
Yeah.
Definitely not for that one.
Yeah. I've showed copyright material before. If that is it'll be like 10 hours long, and it'll be mostly just me hopefully enjoying my favorite thing. We don't have to do it. TV show, doing the full TV show, Baldy.
Yeah, they've got a new TV show. Sometimes Twitches. You should go to YouTube. Not right now, obviously, but after the show, check out MacGruber.
Yeah.
The SNL sketches. They're very short.
And don't fall into the YouTube hole of watching a bunch of SNL compilations, because that's happened to me.
The only short sketch that SNL has ever made is just a quick MacGruber followed by another quick MacGruber.
They're so good. And then
I would maintain that the SNL pre-records have always been better than the live sketches.
That's not true. That's 100% not true.
Hits and misses.
If you're talking about Massive Head Wound Harry, then I will accept that.
I mean, yeah, Wayne's
what's up with
World.
What's up with
Black
that?
Jeopardy.
Black Jeopardy.
Yeah. Celebrity
specifically
Jeopardy.
talking about the Black Jeopardy
Celebrity
with Tom
Jeopardy.
Hanks, and I would understand.
Then there is, of course, that weird Tom Hanks sketch with John Lovitz. Here she comes, and here she goes.
Like, I would argue that like the best and also riskiest SNL sketch is the sketch that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does with the most evil invention in the world competition.
I've never heard of it.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
It's like he actually crushes it simply because he downplays it, where everyone's like, oh, for the most evil invention in the world, I've invented a freeze ray, or I've invented a shrink ray. And then he sort of comes up in just a general lab coat and he pulls a robot on stage and he's like, oh, well, hello there, my name is Roy. And for the most evil invention in the world, I have invented a child molesting robot.
That's pretty fucking evil.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what the hell? You've got a child. How do you even make that? Oh, well, it's very simple. You invent a regular robot, and then you molest it, and you hope it continues the cycle.
Wait, what? This was an SNL sketch?
This is an SNL sketch.
They got away with child molesting robots.
That's wild. That's the power of The Rock. No one else could have done that one.
Nobody else could have sold that sketch, and the fact that Dwayne Johnson sold that sketch specifically because people think he's such a big performer, and he does that in his movies, and it's the fact that he underplays it so much. It's the perfect partnership of material and performer.
We're gonna lose our.
Ashley just put a line in the private chat we are not repeating. That is the funniest thing that's ever been said on this stream. It is the funniest thing that's ever been said on this stream. I am sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. We cannot share it. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I think Chaz can see it.
Chaz can see it. The funniest thing is this.
That's funny. That's funny. So I found the sketch. We can watch it, but then all of our videos will be taken down.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's not do that. We can put it in the Discord.
I'll post it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Post it in that Discord, which is a thing that I definitely still know how to use that I haven't ignored for about 7 months. Ever since I stopped streaming.
What was I going to say? Has anyone? Oh, I mean, some people live in I'm in Manchester right now.
Why are you in Manchester? Did you lose a bet?
No, I'm doing gigs. It's a lovely city. Oh God, Kez, the noise of your vape is making me want to punch you in the face so hard. It is.
I am everything people hate about Gen Z, and I'm not even Gen Z.
I know, but it's just.
I have been watching John's face.
Oh my God,
John, I have been watching your face every time it makes a sound.
Oh, I fucking hate it, and it's just, oh God, it's like wet. And by the way, I know I make horrific noises on stream. I am 100%
This is largely what it's like to talk to you.
I know. The irony of it is huge, Ashley. The chat. He didn't want to go back to. I didn't hate Bristol, Baldy. CBBC. Oh no. Bristol's nice. I don't hate Bristol. There's so many goths working regular jobs.
We know you hate Bristol, John.
I don't hate Bristol, Ashley. Hang on, let's unmute Chaz here. Chaz,
Hello, I've got my pizza.
Yes.
what kind of
That was
pizza
so
did you go
speedy service.
It's a standard pepperoni pizza. Yeah, like as I said, like I got off the bus, I ordered it, I went home, I dropped off all my bags, and then I came back out.
Excellent.
What kind of pizza is it? You haven't yet told us what kind of pizza it is.
It is a pure pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. What about it's a pure pepperoni pizza? Really? You just went pepperoni madness.
It's your standard pepperoni pizza. Like it's the same kind that Shaggy from Scooby Doo would have, even though canonically he's a vegetarian. But in the cartoons, he did have a pepperoni pizza.
Goths working regular jobs, sometimes Twitches. I have to be clear about this. Bristol is the best place to see a goth just being a cashier at a Tesco's. Full goth regalia, chest tattoo, black piercings. Oi, will you be having a bag, me love?
Oh my god.
Who's making that horrendous noise?
I think it's a noise from Chaz's building. He is saying something, but I have muted him.
Yeah, there's too much ambient sound. Once we get to your apartment, Chaz, you may speak again.
Yeah.
Also, Chaz, if you want to take the elevator, that also may help you, because you also cut out on the stairs much more than you realize. You're cut out right now.
All right, while Chaz is cut out, how was XS? Talk me through the loveliest show in the UK.
Well, it's very good. I walked in. There was something in my personal life. Great stuff, Baldy. That had been sort of developing all week. That as I got word was positive as I was heading there, which was already my mood was 10 times as good.
Absolutely.
So a cloud there, and then I walked in, and it was just so fucking nice. And I will say this: I feel like I'm in a bit of a Darth nonce. That's almost could be a really good Bond villain, actually.
There should be a Bond villain with the name Nonce.
Yeah, Bernard Nonce.
Bernard.
It's a pretty noncy name.
I think you mean the name Bernard.
No, I mean
no. It's Bernard.
It's Bernard.
It's Saint
Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Bernard is my grandfather.
Bernard.
And that man,
Bernard Manning.
Respected. Yeah, Bernard Manning. The only Bernard I know was Bernard McNeish, and he went by Bob. It's my grandfather, and he didn't like the name Bernard. The only people that called him Bernard was my grandmother when he had to drink his milk or eat his vegetables. He was a weird man.
Somebody tell Mary Elaine.
Yeah,
right now.
Mary Elaine on Twitch drunk again? Can someone pop in there and let her know that we need Darth Nonce on the script?
Yeah.
Also, and this does say something about who my grandfather was as a person, which was he was a bit forgetful. But someone he didn't like, he wouldn't tell them that his name was his like nickname was Bob. He just let them thinking his name was Bernard. So if someone walked up and called him Bernard, he would be like, "Excellent, good. I know where you stand with me." And it was the weirdest.
That's such a great tool. I love that shit.
Yeah.
It was sort of like a friend of mine was dating a woman for a while, who, by the way, this is the craziest story ever. It was a friend of mine who was a lady dating another lady. The lady she was dating her for a bet. Anyway, this should have been.
Oh, speaking of the devil, Mary Elaine Robertson has just rated the channel.
Oh, she beat us.
Mary Elaine,
she beat us to it.
Welcome into the 2009 crew. Welcome in. We're going to give you a raid video, and then we're going to tell you what needs to go in the script.
What the fuck? That was me triggering it, and it didn't trigger.
Oh, we pressed it the same.
Trying to raid. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Was I I was a little angry that Ashley wasn't dancing right away. I'm totally honest. I was like, when
I
you
was
weren't-
doing something.
I know you were. Me, madam. Some rules here on the program. Mary Elaine, welcome aboard.
Mary Elaine.
Play
Play nicely.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Bond. I don't know if you
Oh my God.
remember me. My name is Bernard Nonce.
No, it's Bernard Nonce. Bernard.
Well, Mr.
Bernard.
Bond,
It's
I'm
pronounced
afraid
Bernard.
that no primary school in your catchment area is safe.
Mary Elaine, for the next informant slot, we need an enemy called either Darth Nonce, but his real name is Bernard.
Bernard. His real name is Bernard. His real name is Bernard. Actually, no, it's interesting. Actually, I know you're. The word you're saying is very close, but say it with me. Bernard.
Yeah, Irish people often pronounce things wrong.
Yes, that is true. You know.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm sorry.
Irish,
Say that again.
He
Irish
said.
people often pronounce things wrong, incorrectly.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Bye.
First of all, everyone knows Rosin doesn't make it Roshin for the name of the love of God.
Roshin.
It's Rosin.
It's
You are
Roshin.
cruising for a timeout, Mr. Bond.
You know what? No, he can go as well. They're being disrespectful to my culture and my language.
Exactly.
Yes.
Unlike me, Mr. Bond, I'm afraid you will find that I have a pouch of strawberry laces and party rings.
That is perfect pedo ammunition. Okay,
Why
if you're
don't
going
you
to
step
keep,
into
if
my
you're gonna
tuck
keep
shop,
doing
Mr.
that,
Bond?
Doing what?
It's
What are
like
you talking
hoisin sauce, Roisin. That's
Yeah,
their name.
yeah.
No, I thought they might
Yes,
have.
Mr. Bond. My close personal friend.
So John just disappeared, but
Well, of
he's also
course.
still not allowed back. So
Certainly.
Well, I
and
said-
and the reason why I'm back, yeah, exactly. We need Chris back now. Chris,
Yo.
we need to go Mary Elaine here. That music makes me want to drink yogurt, jog, and demonstrate all at the same time, so I can prove I can do it.
Well, I
I will
sent a
never hear
message to
that
my
music.
close friend Prince Andrew, and he's made a couple of calls.
I think Chaz is secretly auditioning for the role of Darth Nonce.
Absolutely. Listen, I will take any employment that I can get.
What? Chaz, coming in from the chat, how is the pizza? How is the pizza? That question's coming in from Steve Mooney.
Well, considering that I'm absolutely hammered, it's absolutely delicious.
Are you hammered?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming across
Oh my
now.
God,
Now that
it
you're comfortable
all
on your
makes
couch.
so much more sense.
I thought you sounded drunk when you sat down. The rest of the time, you sounded perfectly sober and with it. And then you sat
Mhm.
down. And I was like, "There it is. The travel adrenaline's gone. Chaz is
Mhm.
wrecked."
I was like, there is something different, and I can't put my finger on it.
I mean, I gotta say this. I forgot how drunk people are in this country. Like, I forgot. Like there's a level where you're like, oh yeah, and then you just like I had to help. Oh my! I had to help a drunk man yesterday.
Oh yeah,
After
what
the
was that? You
stream.
said you helped an old man. What was that?
Okay,
Or a
so
man.
after the stream, Daddy went outside to smoke mad weed and keep reading his book about 4chan.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Bond villains, there's a guy named Robert Mercer who was behind the following things: Citizens United, Breitbart.com, Milo Yiannopoulos, the Unite the Right rally, most of the funding for Donald J. Trump as a political entity. Chaz is the same
I'm
ability
pretty
to not
sure
show
I-
hammer misses as actually. No, you do not. But you go like like you're like fine.
Yeah. I am fine until I'm not.
Yeah. Anyway, so across the street, I'm in Paddington, which for those of you who've been in London, are a bunch of sort of, it's a very like alleyway, small streets connect. And right across the way is a pub, like a big fucking nice day drinky kind of pub. And there were three businessmen hugging and talking.
Do you say day drinky pub? Just say a Wetherspoons.
It's not a Wetherspoons. Is it like a nicey, like a nice, like an old, like you walk in there, there's a couple of guys named
Wetherspoons.
Yeah, sure. And then these three guys, I then look up after a minute, and one of the guys is on the ground shaking, and the other one is going into a phone. I don't know this guy. This is the third time I've called you. Send an ambulance. But the guy's accent is, and I couldn't say in the moment, his accent was really thick. Like he was like from like weird part, like he was West Country or something. So he kept being like the Sawyer. He kept trying to say Sawyer's Arms, but he kept saying the Sawyer's Arms. It's right by San Marie, and like all of this sort of stuff. And I finally I walked over. By the way, they both had jackets, and the guy's like head's on the pavement, and I was like folded my jacket and put it under his head, and was like,
yeah, basic seizure stuff. Yeah,
not a seizure. Super drunk, fucked up guy who then like wakes up and is like, I just want to go to my hotel, and they're like, where's your hotel? And he keeps going, Leslie, and they're like, there is no Leslie Hotel, and then I was like, Leslie's not the hotel. Leslie's his wife. And then he went, Leslie Hotel. And I was like, Leslie is the woman who's at the hotel. You guys don't know about drunk people. I called an ambulance. And this guy is bigger than, he was taller than me. He was 5'2". Ambulance shows up. Tall guy.
We stand a small king.
What? I didn't hear. What did you say?
I was describing you as a small king, John.
Thank you. I am. My kingdom and height is small, but I.
Thank you for following Jack and Theoria. Welcome to the Troggies.
Welcome
Jack and Theory. And so ambulance shows up after 5. Bear in mind, he passes out again on my shoe, and is like shaking and breathing like this.
Jesus Christ! What did he drink?
I have no idea. Like
he must have taken something as well, though.
Yeah.
So the guy who kept trying to call the ambulance, as soon as I arrived, just kept repeating. He had a couple of drinks. I bet here's what's happened. He's had a couple of drinks. He's taken something. He doesn't want to go to the hospital. He thinks he's in trouble. All he's doing is repeating that. While this guy is convulsing on my shoe, I'm still trying to give directions. The paramedic goes, it's going to be a while. Can you do the following things? And then I went, he's now passed out and dying. You have to send someone now. And she's like, I'm sending someone, but I'll give you instructions. And then I was like, and then I went, there is a hospital around the corner. I'll just walk and go get someone. And then they were like, no, the ambulance is coming really soon. And I was like, did I have to point out to you that the ambulance is coming really soon?
Did you have to intubate this person, yes or no?
Chaz, your sound is terrible. Is there something on your mic?
So bad.
It sounds like muffled and scratchy.
Well, I'm still on my phone, so that might be part of that.
Okay. No. Are you using Bluetooth or something? It sounds weird.
I transferred to my wife.
And frozen.
He's gone.
Bye, Chaz.
Oh dear.
Chaz,
no.
Dalek, yeah.
He did sound like a Dalek.
I gotta tell you, Dalek is such a reference that's so ubiquitous here. You would think it would work other places, but you drop a Dalek reference in North America, and people look at you like you're just talking about a person. So ambulance arrives. So this is a guy that's bigger than me, drunk, and is like, when he's up, he just wants to leave, and you have to corral him. Hi, Chaz.
So when he's up, you got to corral him.
Oh, it's still really
sound
bad.
Is much worse now, actually.
Your sound is
So
terrible.
bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad, man.
You're genuinely coming through like a Dalek.
It's fine. I'll just bail instead. You guys have a wonderful night.
It was
Thank you.
wonderful to
Bye,
see you,
Chaz.
Chaz. Thanks for coming on.
Bye,
Take care,
Chaz.
buddy. Congrats
Enjoy
on
your
all your
pizza.
successes. See you soon.
I go.
Ambulance arrives. Now, actually, you're gonna like this part. Guess who outsteps? A squat, matronly, swamp donkey Irish lady. Like we're talking like, oh, fierce load of mangoes you got there, boys. Like just like a sketch of an English person drawing an Irish woman. Just like literally
Okay,
first thing she said was like, I think you'll find that's not even the recovery position he's in. And I was like, he's on my shoe. I'm not trying to put him in the recovery position. And then they were like,
That's so
and then she just went,
funny.
put his head on the concrete. Put his head on the concrete. And I went, you want me to put his head on the concrete? She went, yeah. And so I went there and I went, okay. And then,
Oh, this guy pooped. This guy pooped.
I'm sure he did. Then I go, and then the paramedics just go, all right, you guys can go. You guys can go. And I and the other person went, are you sure you won't need any help? And they went, we won't need any help at all. And I went, all right. And I left. All three left. I walked back to the front of my hotel and I sat back to where I was at and I went to go smoke weed again. And immediately the guy then got up, took a big swing at both paramedics, and then just like started running around the ambulance. They're trying to grab him. They finally like tackle him a bit. And then like he's like screaming. And then they finally just open the door. And he's so drunk, he just gets in. And then they slammed the door and like scurried. And I was just like, holy fuck.
That's insane.
Oh my God. But it was just like, cause it was just like, and like, by the way, gave him no medical attention whatsoever. Like they just basically just like, all right.
It became
drunkie.
a paddy wagon.
Yeah. Like it was just like, for fuck's sake.
Fuck.
Oh,
how's
dear.
Chaz doing? He seemed I couldn't
Drunk?
really understand. Yeah, drunk. I just couldn't understand him through all the noises. I'm so sorry
You know,
to everyone. who
yeah.
makes those-
Hey
made
to the
those noises.
podcast listeners, by the way. That's going to be a cracker
Oh,
of an episode right there.
Certainly was.
Oh, turn it down, folks. Turn that volume
Yeah, we tried to
down.
mute him. We tried to mute him as much as we could when it was ambient,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
Oh well. It was nice to see him.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen old Chaz.
Yeah, and he felt like he needed a check-in, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was actually lovely to see him because he's not streaming anymore, so it's nice to see him.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that I thought would just keep doing it. He seemed like he naturally took to it. He had his own cardboard news network, and he had bits and nice set pieces and shit. He was, he really fucking took to it.
Yeah, I mean, Chaz to replace John.
If you guys,
It's not.
if
It's not much
the crowd
different.
speaks, if the crowd speaks, I will respect. What was I gonna say? Oh, it's gone. Oh, on that topic, no, I'm amazed at all of the people that I thought would stick with it. Like it's basically just us, Robotron, Paul Foxcroft, and Mary Elaine.
Yeah,
Ashley
Like-
Story.
Ashley Story's still
Ashley
doing
Story.
it a bit.
Yeah.
But like,
Gareth has kind of been slowly coming back.
Yeah, he dips in and out.
Yeah.
Chat, who are you watching that was still doing it? That started doing it during lockdown. That's still
yeah,
around.
that's an
JJ.
interesting one. Oh yeah,
Fox.
JJ.
George only
Roscoe.
started recently, though. He's only started
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, CMB is on occasionally, but not that often.
Hmm.
Tom
You
Walker's
generally-
still going good.
Oh yeah, Tom Walker and Demi, I think, are like in it to win it. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they were fucking crushing it. Liam Withnow, is Liam still going? I thought he'd
No,
stop.
he's not. He is
Good to see you,
stopped.
Skokie. Yeah, I thought he'd stopped. Yeah.
Jordan Rasco.
Jordan
of
Rasco,
course.
for sure. Excellent. Lena, who's Lena?
Lena
There's a
Moon.
lot of
Lena Moon? Is that who that is? Why do I call her Lena something? She's like Lena. Is it Lena Moon?
Glenn
is it
Moore
Lena
is
Moon?
still going. Yeah,
Yeah, Glenn's still
Moore.
going. Glenn Moore. Yeah, I'm not sure who Lena is. Lena Moon. Yeah, Baldy's saying it's Lena Moon.
Lena Moon. She's a sketch act in Australia that does
Ooh.
Twitch stuff. If you ever see the fart in blue like neon lettering, that's one of her emotes because she farted on stream once.
Okay,
So that's a big deal. It's very good, very good. And yeah, Excess, by the way, was really good. My stand-up has really hit it in the UK. I have to tell you, it was one of those things where it was a real. Glenn is now the most gamer stream I
Glenn
watch
is
regularly.
fully like he. I mean, he has a gaming podcast as well.
He does like 4-hour streams with 4 different games, and yeah, he fucking does it.
He's trying to play 101 games in the year.
He's running out of time. That explains the 4 games in a game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I will say this about Glenn Moores. I've never seen someone who treated comedy less like it's fun than that guy.
Yeah.
Like he is an exceptional joke writer, and like a Hal Shipman hung himself in his cell. But like he approaches it with the like he is all. It's a factory. There is no soul or passion. There's no like whimsical. Like I'll go on a fucking walk. Chris will sit by a brook. Ashley, I assume, will just think of a time in her life that was difficult, and based on what she says on the stream, it's all times. And then just be like, and this cunt. And like Glenn is just like, the most optimized joke amount of time is 15.4 seconds. I will have 11 jokes at 15.4 seconds. And like, I was about to reveal something that he does not like being revealed, so I'm not going.
Don't do that.
Do it.
I fundamentally disagree with something that he does in his act that we've had like a long discussion about.
Interesting.
That I really want to discuss with both of you
after the stream.
Yeah, shit. I'm sorry, podcast listeners. I'm more going off of Ashley's cue. I was totally fair throwing my friend under the bus, but she has reminded me that that's probably not. Should probably be respectful to his wishes.
Can you at least type it out in the? By the way, we followed Lena Moon, so we have someone new to raid. Chat. If you have people that you think we should be raiding and should be looking out for, please put their name in there because we're always looking for new people. What can you put it in the private chat? I really want to know what Glenn did. Alex, thank you so much for subscribing.
You are a
Troggie. Can you put that Glenn thing in the private chat, please? Because I need to know, and we'll forget at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just need to know because I'm fascinated by Glenn Moore because he is such an immaculate joke writer, and is so nervous and unself-assured that for him to have something that he really sticks to his guns in performance is fascinating to me. Oh yeah. That checks out. That makes a lot of sense.
I really enjoy that for some reason.
Drives me up the wall because he has to go out of his way to make it still a thing. We're not going to talk about it because the chat doesn't know.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
That's very funny.
That's very funny. I've been having weird talks with the comedians here because, like I've said before, a lot of the comics here, almost all of them are basically in their first like 3 years. They're all still pretty new. And
do
the
they
scene
look
here,
at you like you're a god?
some of them, I found out that like I got a drunken message from one of them who was like, having you here has been really good. You know, we're learning a lot. And I was like, that's very sweet. That's very sweet.
So
I'm not.
nice.
I'm not sure what you're getting or where you're getting it from, but good, I guess. But I've had a couple talks with people about their act, and one of them was like, "I've never spoken to the crowd." And I was like, "Why?" I'm terrified of them. And I was like, "Oh,
I don't speak to the crowd much.
That's
Me
not
neither.
no, but like
Never-
they
I've never done
actively,
either.
yeah, no, John. It's like there's no one in the room with John.
Yeah, you
He's
know
just
never.
straight out material as written every time. Never seen him riff.
I 100% don't know how not like it drives me up the fucking wall. The amount of England is worse for this than it used to be, which is things will happen in the room that I will notice. I will see a comedian get actively frustrated by, and then they'll do nothing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, say something, asshole. Like
I can address little things, but I'm not.
Oh,
I don't.
It's got
ad
the crowd
lib
wants.
that much.
I did a show 2 weeks
I just
ago
make people listen to me.
where the whole crowd just did not vibe with any of the comics that were up before me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it was just like they were new and but there was interesting stuff and they were working it out. And you could just tell the crowd wasn't angry. They just weren't. All these other acts were like clearly broken and talking about it. It was a full Island of Broken Toys show. And then I went up and the first thing I said was, it's been fascinating to watch you watch 4 comedians and not connect with a single fucking word they said. And the laugh that got of relief of like, oh, good. It's not just us. It's a thing. Even the comics were glad that I addressed it. They felt better about their set because it was like, oh, these are normal people and you're weirdos who normally do weirdo shows. And that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just funny to fucking watch. None of them said a word. They all just jokes through it. It's like, this is not how you interact with people. This is not how you do things.
I said this on stage at ACMS yesterday, but I said it as a joke, but then as I was walking to come do the stream, I was like, I actually believe that, which is I thanked the crowd because I was like, thank you for continuing to support this night. Because besides me, no one here is doing anything close to commercially viable at all.
Yeah.
Like they're not like this is, and like everyone kind of laughed, but I was walking away being like, no, that's true. Like, thank fucking God for something like ACMS.
Yeah.
You had Ruth Hunter on the show as well. Did you see her?
I did not. I don't.
Oh.
I walked
saw you.
in. I walked in. I literally arrived as the show promoter, who might be in the chat, was about to call. Like literally was about to call me to be like, "Where are you?" She texted like, "You're on next," and I was like, "I'll be right there," because I was at the top of the alley, and then I could see her like go to like, "Where's this prick?" And then I was just like, I walked on, did my set, straight off to you guys. It was very good. It was one of those things where
Hastings special.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's very nice. So yeah. Well, I'm not here to hang out.
Is the UK still the thing that always bothered me most about stand-up in the UK, aside from puns, is UK comics do this thing that I see a little bit everywhere else, but in the UK they do it all the fucking time, and they ask a question before they tell their joke that they have no joke or answer for. There's no need to ask.
I haven't noticed that at all. I would say that everyone watched a lot of American stand-up in the pandemic because it's much more conversational than it used to be.
Okay, because it
What
drives
do
me.
you mean? Can I get an example of what you mean, Chris?
Anyone here on Facebook? Anyone here ever been to a park? Anyone here ever read a book? And then some people cheer. They never cheer in the way that the comic is clearly hoping for them to, even though they've asked the same fucking style of question 8 times in their set. And it's like, you don't need to do that. If they laugh, they understand it. If they don't, they didn't, and that's fine. That's what you're here to tell people things. But there's no follow on. Like the crowd just goes, because they didn't ask any particular person. They didn't. They just deal with the whole thing wrong. And I see it at every skill level in the UK. Everybody does it, and it drives me nuts.
I used to do it with my semen allergy bit.
Exactly.
I used to see if anyone in the crowd knew what it meant, because I don't say it's a semen allergy at the beginning. I give the medical term for it.
Yeah,
not the same. Not the same.
Not even close to the same.
But it is the same thing, because I did realize that when you ask a general question like that, it's like asking a class to read aloud. Like they don't want to be the it's not, nobody wants to volunteer to participate unless you kind of go, do you know, like you have to point to a person. So I have
anyone in the crowd allergic to
whether or not people knew about it afterwards.
Yeah. But that makes
well, no, I
makes
don't
sense.
ask it.
It drives me fucking nuts. I hate it so fucking much. I hate it. I have to leave the room. I hate it so much.
I will say my overall and by the way, like I am on a very curated tour. Like I had like 3 days in, I was like, why did I ever live here or like leave here? This is great. But it was like it's been like beautiful, crisp fall days, and I'm doing all of the best gigs, all of the best gigs, all of the paid slots. Yeah, and he was listening to
All
wine,
the nicest liquids.
Podcast listeners, Boomsticker said, anyone allergic to wine, tea, jizz, all of the nicest liquids. But yeah, John, you're doing the Rockstar tour of you're living the best UK comedy life because you show up, you do all the shows that everyone wants to do, and then you leave because you don't have to fill a year, you have to fill 6 weeks.
6 weeks. This is the thing. It's great. Like, I'm getting an hour ready. It's firing on all cylinders. Everyone is going to be there on Sunday. It will be an hour. I'm not sure how good it is right now, but it's like every part has like a thing that's supposed to work. We're at the supposed to work phase of the new hour, which is personally my favorite phase because that's really when things can really fuck up. Like, oh man,
I call it the false sense of security part of getting a show together.
I love it because there's always one person that stops around this point. There's one person that literally is like,
done. Oh, we got
It
raided.
is our third raid of the night. Welcome in to
what
the
a
Macaroni
successful
Prince's
stream we run.
Secrets.
What a
Like being trying so raid. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
John Stantz got out of control. Out of control.
I went for it. I felt really good. Woo!
It is the wildest that the raid video dance has gone.
How do you feel?
Hell of a
This
time.
is the stream now. You know what?
All right. Well,
We need to enjoy
obviously
the-
full
I was
layout.
just about to do that.
What's up, everybody?
Obviously, this is the show now.
Welcome.
Oh, I wish you had your green screen so we could trigger Alex Jones right now.
Let's see if I can get
the
him going.
podcast listeners are missing out.
Yeah, podcast
Full-
listeners.
We went into the raid video shirted John. We came out shirtless John.
He also had a hat on.
It's all
I had
new.
like
It's all different.
I had like 3 shirts on.
Show your
No.
feet. Show your feet, John. Show your feet. Oh, he's
dear.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, where is he? Let me find him. Alex, I'll find you, Alex.
Yeah. Boom stickery. Everyone take your shirts off at home. Everyone's
Yeah. Do we? I need an adult fic. Thank you, Earl. Do the foot clap. I will do the foot clap.
Do the
Good
foot
idea,
clap.
Steve.
Give us the feet. Yeah, there it is. That's top OnlyFans content right there. You're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my shirt back on. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
What, Ashley? Are you body shaming me, Ashley? Are you a body shamer, Manning? Fucking look at me when you shame my body. Look at me. Look at me when you shame my body.
I'm not shaming your body. I'm shaming your feet clapping.
That was
That
solid
is
feet clap. That was
How
solid.
dare, madam? How fucking dare you?
The shame is in blood.
Have you ever seen someone able to?
Wow. This is erotic. This is very
It
sensual.
Certainly is, Christopher. It's
My
romantic.
goodness.
It's erotic. It's romantic.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Your
It's
eyes look
definitely helped by how close you are to your
neon
light right
blue
now.
in this light.
Yeah, there it is. Wow, that's hot.
Is this better?
That's good stuff right there. Anyone need a new screensaver? Anyone need a background picture for their laptop? Because
This
I
is
recommend
terrifying.
this. Oh, mash on pizza. You're not for mash on pizza, John.
Well,
you're getting some kickback.
It's important to know your limitations.
Earl, the untitled Twitch is actually my loins reacting to John's thick feet. Look at him lost for words. Look at him.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
This is
has
actually
answered
the
the-
question of would I ever go home with John?
It's a resounding yes. It's a
Of course it
resounding
is.
yes.
Sometimes switches. Let me clap my feet for you. Okay, actually, random scenario.
Uh-huh.
A guy walks up to you and says, "Madam, I would like to clap my feet for you." What do you do?
I assume they're a Troggy.
No.
And
Nice.
I
No,
run.
no, no,
You pull out
No,
a
no.
stack full of ones is what you do.
You
And
certainly. That's
fucking
right. That's what I would do.
Make it rain. Make it rain on those toesies. Those little piggies.
Also, do you guys ever think about the fact that the like making it rain was invented by a man? Like someone invented that.
Oh,
There
yeah,
was a-
for sure.
Yeah, he was an NFL football player that is featured in the documentary Broke.
A brilliant man. A brilliant man.
Yeah,
with
before
foresight.
him, we had no way of giving strippers a lot of money quickly.
Well, not as fun, not as showy. He understood that it's not just on the performers to perform. You know, it's a two-way street. You got to give them something to dance to.
I don't know why, but one of the stupidest jokes that I really like is that one of like, what's the difference between strippers in the States and strippers in the UK?
It's the glass full of pound coins. That's what it is. The
It's
depressing clink
the
clink.
bruises.
Yeah.
I don't get that joke.
Because you throw coins
You
at them.
throw pound coins at them.
But you don't really. But yeah.
No, you don't. But it's a
No.
good joke.
Oh my God!
You-
everyone. They do that in
you-
Alberta. In
I was
Alberta, they
about to
do
be
that.
like, you know where they actually do that is Canada. They throw
Yeah.
actual coins at the dancers.
Genuinely throw coins at dancers because they have to. You're not allowed to hand the money over, and we
Yeah.
don't have dollar bills. We have dollar coins as well, and so you have to throw coins at them. It's
Why-
legally the only way you can tip them.
I want an answer to this question, which is why can't we just hand the money? Like that's the thing is a bunch of people are like, well, you can't hand the money, and I'm like, says who?
It was like a health and safety thing. It was something to do with
So we can throw metal at
experience
the woman?
laws. It's honestly, I think it was made by people who hate strippers. But I think that the way that they do it is like I think they weren't so worried because it's not like handing a cashier money. It's not like you go here is your cash and they take it in their hand. You shove it into things or you squeeze it between stuff. And so I think it was like a prurience thing.
This is true. In Australia and New Zealand, you can't tip strippers with actual cash. You have to exchange real money for stripper dollars that are laminated. Now,
feels safer.
well, here's the funny part: is I know someone who got super drunk their first night in New Zealand.
Oh no!
Went to a strip club and took out. He was like, "Well, I got to take out some money, so I'll take out a bunch of money." So he just took out like $500 in New Zealand strip club money.
Oh,
Is it a general currency or is it club to club? Do they each have their own?
Just one club. So he just had to
Amazing.
go. He just had to
That
go there a
feels like-
lot. Like anytime he wanted to drink by him, like he was like, "I'll just go for like a nightcap." He had to go to that strip club.
Oh man. That feels like such a controlling measure as well, though, that like so the strippers have to go and bring their stripper dollars to get paid, which means that the club has such autonomy over how much of that they get back.
Well, a huge amount of their money they have to pay back to the club because they rent time at the club. Like it's that.
Yeah, but it means that they don't have the money in their hands until it's given to them.
Yeah,
that make
that's
sense?
yeah. I totally know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Is there a collection plate for Canadian strippers like in church? Great question, Steve Mooney.
There should be just like a jar on stage or something.
Well, there
But
sort
then
of
they
is.
just
There's-
throw it at
Hand
the
it to them.
jar.
Yeah, they throw it at the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better
No,
than
what they're-
throwing it at a person.
As I've come to understand it, I've never been to an Alberta strip club. There's basically a bucket and a drain, and someone comes and sweeps the money into the hole, and then the girl gets the bucket.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's exactly like Edinburgh. Real
Just
life
get a
cam girls in
bucket
terms of the
full of
finances.
change.
Yeah, basically. Let me say this about strip clubs. Of the three of us, this is the order of people that I think would be really fun at a strip club. Ashley, number one with a bullet.
Women are
Chris-
always more fun than anyone in strip
always
clubs.
Women are
more fun
always
than
more
everyone.
fun, and I feel
The
like
best.
Ashley would have 3 drinks and then just start going up to some of the real weird strippers and be like,
Give me a G.
Yeah.
Give me an
Give me
S.
an S.
Give me an A.
Hey.
I've been in a strip club once.
In the
Only
pubic
once.
triangle, the worst name of a neighborhood
No.
ever.
No, in Prague. My 20th birthday, I went
Course.
out by myself because I had just moved to Prague and I didn't know anybody.
That's right, your saddest birthday.
And-
We've heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my saddest birthday. Not my
Atta
saddest
girl.
birthday.
Way to go, Ashley.
I shudder to think that you have a sadder birthday than strip
I
club.
have
Well, there was like a lot of
many-
hospital birthdays,
I
I'm
wasn't-
guessing.
Oh
Yeah, there was hospital
yeah.
birthdays.
Yeah.
But there was I made friends during the night. I am in a film called Informant's Lad. Have you heard of it?
I'm putting my shirt back on, by the way.
Yeah, you do that.
Boo. We're only on for 10 more minutes. What are you getting
It is
shamed for
cold
now?
in the UK now.
Oh, that's right. He's in England. Yeah. So what was your Prague strip club experience like? So you made friends.
Yeah, so made friends during the night. I went to a bar and there was like a pub crawl beginning and they were just like, why don't you just come along with us? And I was like, I don't have one of your wristband things. And they were like, it doesn't matter. We'll just sneak you in with us. It's fine. So I went along on this pub crawl, got into all the bars, got all the free drinks, and I hadn't paid for this bar crawl.
Nice.
And then it was so great because on 2 of those bars, they were actually starting to check because it was getting later. So they were starting to check the wristbands at the door. And on the first one, I just did this, like made the motion, and he didn't clock that there actually wasn't a wristband there. So I just walked in. And then the second time, the guy was like properly looking, and I'm standing there getting a bit anxious that he's not going to let me in or that I'm going to have to pay and all this sort of thing. And this is the last bar I went into before the strip club. So I'm starting to get a bit anxious. I go up, I start to make the motion, and then somebody falls behind the bouncer. He turns around, and I just dip past him.
Perfect. You got to take those opportunities. That's a birthday miracle.
I was
It's
so
a
hot
wonderful
that
life.
night. I was so on the ball that night.
Nice.
But yeah, I made friends with these 3 British guys, and I had made friends with some Italian guys earlier, some Swedish girls before that, and then I ended up on some British guys, and they brought me to the strip club.
Interesting phrasing.
Oh, yeah, it certainly does.
I was getting along very well with one of them, and then his friend pulled me inside and said, he has a very serious girlfriend.
Oh, what a good friend.
Or what a liar because he wanted to sleep with you.
Yeah, I think there was something going on anyway, but I had a nice time with them, and then I just went home.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I don't need to get involved in whatever drama this is.
And did you throw euros at the women?
No, because they use crowns.
Did you
Check
throw
crown.
crowns at the women?
I did not, but I did. I think one of them got a lap dance.
Yep.
But I just watched. It was quite depressing because it was like not a busy night.
You need
Chris, Chris, do you have this, or shall I bring it up? I don't want there to be any.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's got to be you.
Allow me to just bring this up. Coming in from Steve Mooney, me and a bunch of mates went to a strip club when we were about 20. One mate disappeared for a few hours, then showed up, shadowed by several disgruntled women asking, "Can I borrow some money? I need about 300 pounds."
Shit. That's so funny.
He's lucky it was just the women that were following him because
Oh man, that
shit can get
really
dicey.
that does remind me of a certain stream regular who turned to, let's call him me, and say, is 70 pounds too much to pay to eat out a stripper?
Jesus Christ. ADSR Thug has one as well. Went to a strip club in Australia with a load of game developers, mostly programmers. We were given about $1,000 to use. We sat on either side of the stage and started having a contest with each other to who could build the largest tower of stripper dollars. Both towers were ruined when long legs engulfed them. Imagine the limbs just scooping them back.
That's so dorky.
I really like Boomstickery's comment of some men can't handle strip clubs. This is 100% correct.
It's totally true.
Yeah.
I will also say that strip clubs featured in American black men all kind of love strip clubs.
Yeah, that's where they hang out.
And I was on a show with a bunch of American black men, and I said, why do black guys all love strip clubs? And they all, for 1 second, I could see them all being like, what the fuck? And then I saw them all like, I do like a strip club. And they all kind of, and then they were like, I don't know. And then they started talking, and then one of them was like, I got it. There's two reasons. One, everyone's treated exactly the same at every strip club. There is never, ever a lack of service. Everyone is treated equally. You're never talked down to. That's huge. Two, it's the only place your mom's friends from church are definitely not. And I was like,
I love that.
Oh,
I love that answer.
In the world. And I was like,
I love that answer.
And
That's
it was like
so
such
funny.
and like they all like they sat down and were like, is it? And like I could see them talking about it, and then they came. Like it
They
was
came
like
back. They went. They had a
They
huddle,
came back,
and then
they yeah.
That's excellent.
It was
a
in
quick
the
meeting.
It was at the UCB on Franklin during Put Your Hands Together. I went out, did my set, and came back. And I think Deb DiGiovanni, who was also on the show, even went, they've been talking about that the whole time you've been gone. And then we're like, it's this. And I was like, 100%. Great.
Want to say hi to Hank Frazzle. Hey. Watch some
Hey.
streams every day. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Welcome in.
Flowing Mullet says, I am some man. Can't handle them. They make me uncomfortable.
Flowing
But just
Mullet,
prudent.
they also make me very uncomfortable. Yeah. Brothels.
They're
I
so
love 'em.
funny. Strip clubs are so funny. I have such a good time. I haven't been, I say I have such a good time. I haven't been to a strip club in, I think I was 21 the last time. So fucking
That's a
ages.
while ago.
Yeah,
And that
you're
was
not-
like, and that one I didn't go, I wasn't a choice. That was when I was on the Woodford Reserve trip. We were brought up by the whiskey company, and the guy that was in charge of our trip, there's
Wanted
13
to go to-
bartenders. We were all in our early 20s. He only drank in strip clubs. That was it. To the point where every time we walked into one, all the dancers would be like, Mark. He was the strip club guy. No matter where we were in town, you guys want a drink? Yeah, we go for a drink. All right. Left down an alley, right down another alley, strip club. Mark. It was I've never
me
seen
say
anyone
this.
live like that before.
I would say that that really reminds me of the Louis C. This is a weird thing to bring in Louis C.K. The Louis episode with Robin Williams, where they go to the club owner's funeral, and then it's discovered that guy was just a huge hit at
funny.
the strip club. I think it's the best episode of that show. I
That's
haven't
so
watched it
funny.
since he got outed as a jacker, and it's one of the
Yeah.
many things where I go, I'm just like, well, I'll never watch that again.
It's worth watching, if only to be like, oh, this is one way to make excellent television. But I understand not being able to watch it as like a fan. But that one, the trick or treating one with his kids where they get followed, is like harrowing. There's some fucking incredible things in that show. But yeah,
the saga of him making Late Night was also amazing and all
unbelievable. David Lynch, crazy.
I mean,
But
part
yeah.
of me wants to join the David Lynch Foundation just because you do a meditation workshop with David Lynch, and I just because apparently someone said one of the days of the meditation workshop he literally just talked about hummingbirds for the whole day. One of them went brr, brr. Turns out that means fuck off and hummingbird.
I would do that. Yep. How do you join the David Lynch Foundation? That's what we're doing as a stream now.
You're going to join the David Lynch Foundation?
We're all joining.
You learn TM. That's Transcendental Meditation. I hate that.
That's like the Scientology for the ones that aren't Scientologists. People, all famous people either seem to do Scientology or TM in LA.
It's a Ponzi scheme with a genius at his figurehead. That's everything. This is the white guy version of Goop. Yeah, that's very true. I hate that prick ruined his material for me. Oh, why? Did you get conned by season 3 of Twin Peaks? Did you, Boomstickery? Did you? Ashley, have you seen Twin Peaks?
No.
I think you'd really enjoy it. It's
I
very
get
much
told that a lot.
It's pretty fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah, people have told me to watch it quite a lot.
First
Were
season's
they
great.
all white guys? Because we tend to do that.
Yeah.
We're
No,
Tom
a lot
Waits,
of people have told me
Twin
that
Peaks
they think I would like
evangelists.
it.
Yeah, you would. It's just very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
there's
might be too
no
scary for
Boomsickery.
me. I'm sorry. Have you met me?
Boomsickery, honestly, there's no spoiling it.
Yeah,
It's such a wild ride that it's just a very enjoyable watch. It's not like it's not like The Sixth Sense. It's like
I don't scare easy for people.
yeah, I'm not worried about.
It's also
I watch it. That's how not scary it is. I watch it.
Yeah, I also
It's
I
the big
love
old
it.
baby.
I'm a big old baby.
Yeah, I don't like horror films. The last
Oh, you
horror
met
film
Chris. Yeah.
The last horror film I watched was Paranormal Activity, and I had to sleep with all the lights on in the apartment. And I mean, like, I lived with other people, and I turned down all the lights on, and someone turned them off in the middle of the night, and I woke up still scared, turned them all back on, and went back.
No,
I
100%.
played Outlast last October for Halloween. I was able to go to sleep afterwards, but I was not able to play the game.
Oh, really?
We had a pause counter, so the chat would start counting how many times I paused the game because I was afraid to keep going. I think the record was like 37 in one stream.
Wow. Oh my God.
It was not great.
I remember asking my solo stream, should I play some scary games? And they were all just like, don't do it, man.
No.
Don't do it. It's not for you. You won't enjoy yourself.
I sort of gave up and started playing Luigi's Mansion 3 instead, and that was amazing. That was honestly one of my favorite games I played. It was so good.
I'd love to see a UTS horror streams. Fun fact, Paranormal Activity was created by someone at my work. They no longer work for us. I assume because they're too busy making a pile of money.
Yeah, there were 4 of those? 5?
So many.
How many
They
Paranormal
retain.
Activities?
I'm fading.
We're at 2 hours. That flew by.
That really flew
Yeah.
by. I want to apologize to the chat for being late. I am so sorry. I know that I'm the only one that cares,
John,
but I'm not.
You don't need to apologize.
I feel really bad. My son has a spare room. If any of you need some comfort,
Okay, you
he
know
has
what?
Lego
If you
too.
if you want to feel bad,
Oh.
chat, lay on the guilt trip.
No,
Lay it the fuck on.
they'll do it anyway.
Right now. Look, he's right
Get him.
there. Go and make him feel guilty.
Get them.
Oh, by the
While
way,
you're
I
gathering
won't-
your thoughts, 6 Paranormal Activity movies. 6.
Oh God, 6 of
6. 1 through 4, and then you have like spin-offs: Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, and Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension. Rated 30. That's their Rotten Tomatoes scores. 30.
This is not what I had in mind.
Boom stickery.
I will be
This is
popping.
not what I had in mind.
I'll be popping in and out of the stream tomorrow because I will be in Birmingham for a gig, and timings are such that most of my train travel will be while the stream is happening. I appreciate all the understanding, and I leave you in the good hands, if I'm totally honest, the much better hands of Ashley and Chris. Who knows what they'll get up to? And I will jump in with Birmingham updates. Here's the first update. Birmingham, still kind of boring and shitty. Manchester continues to be awesome.
Go.
Also, here's what no one's told me about Manchester, and I want to end on this, and then we can go. They've finished this. You know how Manchester was just always under construction in the center of it, Chris? Like always to the point you were like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Are
they done?
They're done. I know, Tiger.
Nice.
I know it's not on there. It just got added, or it got added a bit ago. But yes, I will be at the Fat Penguin tomorrow for Jay Handley in Birmingham.
Say hi to Jay for me.
I will say hi to Jay for you. And then I'm at the Frog and Bucket in Manchester all weekend. I will be opening there, so I will leisurely walk back. And
You won't be
back
there
for the
all
third.
weekend.
And on Sunday, I will be with Ashley Manning at the Monkey Barrel. Ashley and I actually meeting. Chris will either be doing the stream with a guest or by himself.
Jordan
He's
Robson
got
Kramer,
Jordan Robson
baby.
Kramer on.
Oh, I'm missing a Jordan episode?
Yeah,
You
and
always
Kid Rock
miss
just
Jordan
released new
episodes.
music. So fucking guess what we're talking about.
Bro, if you don't think that the rest of the
It's
review
going to be
has already... Oh, go ahead,
it's
Ashley.
going to be a big Shiny Tunes takeover, I think.
Ooh. Oh man, please tell Jordan that his vinyls are so good. And I got to put up my vinyl display shelves I purchased so I can display them.
Nice. Apparently he's got 2 new doozies. He said he's got 2 terrible albums to show on stream.
My favorite part is he found a bunch of valuable records doing that. Like he thought they were all shitty, and then he like had to check a couple of them, and he was like, "Oh shit," and didn't realize that they were like big time print. Very exciting.
That's very funny.
Chris,
Let's
do you
rate
have
Fox.
plugs?
I mean, if you're in Victoria, I'm doing Chris Bets versus the audience tomorrow. That's going to be great. Other than that, not really. Just hanging out.
Okay.
Just making stuff.
If you guys want to support Chris, just go buy tickets to that online anyway, and just don't go. Like he still gets the money even if you're not there.
Yeah,
but save it. Is there anything else? I feel like there was something. Nah, it's gone. It's gone.
You got tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's read Fox Comedy then. Chris, do you have it lined up?
Yep, I can do it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Sorry, I assumed you did because you said it.
Feel free to join our Patreon. We appreciate all our patrons very, very much. We love you so much.
You get extra episodes.
The extra episode is up. We'll do a gaming stream sometime soon, and
Ashley,
we think you're
Ashley.
wonderful.
All right, Ashley, pick the raid message. It's either thick feet, Ashley's good jokes in the private chat, or Chaz has pizza.
Do Ashley's good jokes in the private chat, because then George will want to know what the joke was, and I kind of want to tell him.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, good. That, by the way, is called stream calling. It's when we have you guys plant an idea in another streamer's head, and then they get in contact with us.
Also, don't forget
it's
to
great
do the
fun.
stream summaries in the Discord. Put your stream summaries in before we put up the podcast. Head over there, give a nice summary of what we talked about. We love you. We're going to put on a video of an old woman talking about sex. See ya.
And that's all. Penis into her vagina. And that's all. And that's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to the woman, and now his sperm is in her.